Hi, YouTube friends. What's up? It's your girl, Sarah. I just watched Morgan Adams' video, and I feel compelled to post a video. So apparently I am kind of, what's the word? What is the word? Like whenever you're a newbie, you know, or like an amateur. I'm an amateur YouTuber. And I didn't realize that if you were gonna commit to Vlogmas, that you're supposed to videotape and record every single day. And I kind of committed to that, which I did not realize that's what a Vlogmas was. And so now I was just lying in my bed, in this bed right here. This is where I sleep every night. And I don't know, I thought maybe I would get on a camera and just kind of record a video. I'm just gonna be straightening my hair today. If that's sounds like something you want to watch, then I'm glad that you are joining me. And yeah, I guess I'll just kind of talk about Christmas and stuff, and also what I did today. So today I had a doctor's appointment this morning, and it actually went really well. I have been taking medication for my depression, and I get anxiety. So my doctor and I discussed kind of just getting me off of that medication, and so I'm super happy about that, mainly because I've noticed that whenever I take the medicine that I get really I don't know, it just makes me really drowsy, kind of zombie-like, and I don't really like that because I want to, you know, be a productive person. I'm putting this in my hair. It is a hair perfume. This is what it's called. I get it from Sally's Beauty store or salon. It's kind of janky, but it smells really good though. And it's just a hair perfume. So dry shampoo and hair perfume. I went to the gym tonight. I'll tell you all about my day. So next, also, I'm going to be putting this also in my hair. I just want you guys to know these products because I pulled them aside specifically to tell you about them. I'm drinking the perfume. It's like in the air. Okay, so this is the Tresemme Thermal Creations Heat Tamer Leave-In Spray. This stuff is bomb, to be honest. It is, whoa, amazing, and it kind of also acts, so it's a heat tamer, but it seems to kind of also act as like a hair straightener, or like hairspray kind of. I don't really know it. Like, you know, have some heat protectors, here I'll show you, like heat protectors like this is kind of like an oil base kind of. My mom really seems to like this one. That one's all right in my opinion if you're gonna get directly out of the shower. But if you have like naturally curly hair like me, and you let your hair air dry and it's curly, you want to use this. But if you get out of the shower and you are going to be blow drying your hair straight, this is fine. I mean, I don't know, this just makes it a little less frizzy in my opinion. So this kind of helps to tame your hair, and it actually says heat tamer leave-in spray, so this is amazing. Anyways, so my medicine has been making me just super drowsy and kind of sleepy throughout the day, and it kind of interferes with, you know, how productive I am. And I don't really like feeling, you know, non-productive and lazy. That's kind of how it makes me feel, you know, and I don't want to feel like that. But it did help me, you know, for like that season in my life whenever I was going through a bout of depression. And like my depression was never like so severe that I was like, you know, like I just want to die, or like it was never like that really. It just, you know, some days I would think like, oh, you know, they would give you that like depression scale. I don't know if you've ever read one of them, but they ask you questions like, do you feel like you're a failure, or do you feel like you're a disappointment to your family? This is how I straighten my hair, by the way. So I just kind of like divided up into sections, and that seems to really help disperse the heat evenly, if that makes sense. But you don't want to tug too hard on my hair with the straightener because there's already kind of some tension there, so just kind of be mindful with that. Okay, so my depression has kind of interfered with my life more so a few years ago. It's gradually just gotten better, and the thing is though, is some of those drugs that they put people on, they can have the ability to make them be dependent on their meds. So that's kind of just like a downfall, but I don't feel like I'm dependent on my medication. I did feel like they helped me, but not just the medication alone. I did a lot of self-reflecting and soul searching, I guess you can call it. And during that time, I learned new coping mechanisms and kind of just like new ways to adapt to life on life's terms, and also ways to manage my moods. Although I don't really feel like my moods got in the way much, but I'm a person, I don't really like to feel emotions, and so I don't know, I would always like want to try to run and cover up my emotions, and I always felt like, you know, if you cry or if you show, you know, that you care, then you are a weak person. And I don't know, I just never felt, I just remember from like kind of a young age, my dad would tell me like to stop crying, you know, like, and I'm a Cancer, so I cry at everything, right? And so from a really young age, I kind of was taught that, you know, it's normal to kind of hold your emotions and your feelings in. But now that I have been through some things in my life, I know that feelings are a normal process of your everyday living, that you don't have to react. Like, I don't have to be so reactive, you know, and I can kind of take some time to sit on how I feel and reflect on the circumstances, people, situations that made me feel that way, and I can take the time to process, you know, those feelings, and whether or not if they are validated. Now, that may take some time, you know, to kind of organize your thoughts. And anyways, therapy kind of helped me to learn how to cope with that. So I get off my medicine, they are weaning me off, and I am kind of stoked about that, to be honest. Like, I just don't want to sleep all the time, but that's one of the questions that they ask, you know, on the depression scale is, have you been sleeping too little or too much, or too, I don't know what the question is, but something like that. And they also ask, have you been eating too little or too much? And I don't know, just all these questions, because, you know, your depression can affect your appetite and your sleeping patterns. And I will say, whenever at the beginning of my depression stages, I had a really hard time falling asleep at night. And so I would just take like over-the-counter sleeping aids, and I wouldn't suggest doing that, just because especially taking like certain sleeping aids will cause your belly to kind of get ulcers. I want to say it's Tylenol, so anything with Tylenol in it you definitely want to kind of stay away from. But I think Benadryl is pretty safe if you are having trouble sleeping. But anyways, always obviously consult a doctor before doing anything like that. My doctor suggested that I take Benadryl. But then after I quit taking the over-the-counter drug to help me kind of go to sleep, then I started taking what is that natural melatonin, and that actually helped me so much. I was actually kind of surprised that it worked so well, and it just is a natural sleep aid. And then weaning off of that to just being able to fall asleep on my own, that's been amazing as well. Like, that was a simple transition. I don't recall having any type of like withdrawals from that, and it was just kind of you know, easy to get off of, but also easy to still fall asleep at night. But yeah, and with that being said, my medication in the past, whenever I would like run out of my medication, if I didn't take it for a couple of days, it kind of gave me a headache. And so I'm just kind of hoping that I'm tapering off of the medication right now, so I'm hoping that it won't affect, you know, my head as far as getting headaches. But I mean, honestly, if headaches are just kind of a part of that transition, then whatever. It's not like, that's not a super big deal. I just, you know, want to feel like myself again. And I'm getting there, you know. I do feel definitely like I'm getting back to like a new but same, you know, healthy me. Just better and like stronger. So, but yeah, I never felt like depression is kind of insidious and cunning, because like some days you can feel fine, just like anxiety. Like some days you can feel perfectly fine, but then like your depression or your anxiety will come up to you and it'll be like tapping you on the shoulder, or like in the gym it'll be like coughing next to you, like you know. And then here's your depression and your anxiety, and they're just like, hey, I hate you. You shouldn't be you. You suck for being you. I can't believe you have anxiety. Your anxiety and your depression is who you are and it defines you. And I'm just like, why? You know? So that's kind of where I'm at. But I know also now that like some of my coping strategies have been to work out. And so I like go to public places and I have learned interacting with others and kind of how to navigate, you know, just dealing with those intimate settings and relationships that would have kind of, or that maybe I wouldn't have known necessarily how to deal with in the past. See, if I ever felt uncomfortable, that's the thing. Like, I want to feel comfortable, you know? And so the second that I begin feeling uncomfortable, I'm like, oh, this is an icky feeling. I want this feeling to go away. Kind of like change, you know? People are often afraid of change, but I'm hoping that 2021 is going to be just the year for change, because I feel like it's going to be a good time for, you know, a lot of changes that I think will help make our communities like more stronger and healthier overall. But yeah, so I went to the gym this evening, and it was leg day, and this is gonna be kind of gross, but hey, I'm just gonna keep it real. So I didn't wash my hair after the gym, but that's when this comes in handy. So I'm just gonna kind of like spray the top. It just smells so good. This is my favorite flavor. Is that what it's called? Scent. Favorite scent. I also have a pink one. It's up here, some here, but I'm not gonna reach up there because you guys don't need to know that one. This one's the one you need to know because it's the one that smells the best. But it was leg day, and I am hoping that I'll be able to get to the gym in the morning. I never know if I can wake up or not that early, and on Saturdays they don't have later camps. They call it fem camps, and so I am just hoping that maybe I can wake up early, and whenever I say early, I mean by 8:30 to get to the gym by 9:30, and then hopefully I can go work out. But yeah, that's how I straighten my hair, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's vlog. I hope I'm doing okay. I am very, very not well seasoned on the Vlogmas stuff, but oh, we also are having like a little charity thing going on at my gym, to where this is why I love working out at my gym, because they always do charities and stuff for this charity. I want to say it's called Cold Water, and they have like a little clothing drive where you can bring in clothes. Mainly what they were looking for this year was winter coats for the less fortunate. And yeah, I don't just if we could have more of that around me and my aura, you know, just people like in the Christmas spirit. To me, I feel like giving, you know, is like the reason for the season. And I mean, there are people out there that could really use the help. And the thing is, what is even so sadder is that there are children out there, you know, in America right now that are without winter coats, and that just tears at my heart, you know. So if you can, maybe if you don't have like the finances like me right now to necessarily give financially, if you could give your time volunteering. I would love to get involved in volunteer work. this year, maybe for Christmas, and maybe try feeding the homeless or something. I saw somebody, or like a video that really inspired me, and it was people feeding the hungry and the homeless on Thanksgiving. And I've never done anything like that before on a holiday, you know. Every holiday I've been blessed enough to spend it with my family, and it's been just like a nice, cozy, comfy, exciting time of year. And don't get me wrong, if you are out there in the community giving back, I feel like that would be so much more fulfilling. So I've been just kind of contemplating maybe trying to celebrate by doing something like that. But yeah, other than that, I don't really know. I don't have like set plans for what we're doing for Christmas yet, but I will keep you guys updated. And if you enjoyed today's video, give it a big thumbs up. And if no one's told you they love you today, I love you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.